So, about a week and a half ago, maybe? No, it wasn't a week and a half ago, it was a week and like 2 days. A video was released by Neryl explaining a process called recompilation. Recompilation, I don't understand whatsoever, and so you're not getting a technical understanding from me. There we are. But what I do understand is that it creates a PC port of an N64 game significantly easier than, you know, than. What's going on? Sorry. Trying to work out what's actually wrong with the stream. Yeah, do that. Okay, it's healed. Sorry, I haven't streamed in a while and only ever once on this connection. So recomps are quite nice. They allow for easier ports of N64 games to PC, which means that more obscure classics of the era, for example, Sin and Punishment, or Quest 64, or whatever the Castlevania 64, they're not necessarily all obscure. Some of them are just shit, but like, so yeah, yeah, the all that stuff basically means that these slightly more obscure games are going to be able to make their way to PC, which is always helpful. Always very helpful. Now, Majora's Mask is my favourite game of all time, and I was waiting for the Two Ship 2 Harkinian port. But nothing says I can't play two ports. This is a lot more bare bones than Harkinian is, which is fine because I don't really need overly intensive ports of anything. But yeah, as my favourite game of all time, I figured it's about time I streamed it. But naturally, the heat is going to be a fucking killer today. So yeah. One thing you're going to notice is that because it's widescreen now, there's a couple of things a little bit out of place. For example, Tattle and Tail at the top right of the screen just then. You weren't supposed to see them. It does kind of bugger with animations a bit like that, because the animations weren't actually designed for the widescreen. Hello, Skull Kid. The one thing I wish that they put into the port is fast text. But there's another issue with the way that the game's been designed, in which effectively, and I don't know why this is, if I spam B during text and I leave the text box, like I finish dialogue interaction or whatever, or a cutscene at all, I think, the game takes it as I've pressed C right, which is bollocks, to put it simply. I haven't done that at all. I don't know why I just did that. Okay, so I haven't got a preview up of the stream. I'm just going to have to trust it's working properly. Apparently the bot hasn't sent it to the fucking Discord, which is fine. I don't really care. The only person who actually reads that Discord knows that I'm streaming anyway. So... But yeah, as you can see, it's not a perfect recreation of the game, but it's damn close. Well, it's a perfect recreation, but with all the detriments that you might think. Also, you'll notice that the frame rate's a little bit more buttery smooth, and that there's a D-pad on the left, which, bare minimum, really. Not in a way that sounds like I'm slagging off the fucking port. Just did a... If it didn't have this, I'd be a little bit concerned. Okay. My fucking throat today is not good. It was like this yesterday too. It'll be because on Friday I was out on the razzle. On the razzle dazzle. I think that might be the server finally realising that it's supposed to have notified everyone of something. Excellent. Right. One thing you ought to know about me is I don't speedrun as such. But having said that, this is going to be what I like to call speedrun adjacent. Meaning, I am playing fast, and I am playing with the goal of cutting down time, but not in the traditional sense. I love the whole vibe of this game, man. Honestly, it's so good. So good. Lovely. This fucking temperature is going to kill me. Come on. Also, did you just growl at me, Tattle? Sis. Right. We need as many rupees as we can get in our little escapades here in the underground. Yeah, cry about it. Not so helpless earlier, were you? So, yeah. Keep an eye on the bitrate. It seems to reckon that the bitrate's shit. Which is going to be a little bit annoying, but oh well. Hopefully it's fine. The internet's good here, so it shouldn't be an issue. Just fucking melted. Okay, that's that. Really, really do not care, Tattle. Reason I restarted for this is because I don't... For one, because I haven't been doing it on stream the last few weeks. Well, the last week or so. And two, I don't much like doing it the... What's it called? Where? Sorry, I've completely buggered up that sentence then. I was already missing my targets. Currently, my record on cycles, my personal best, is 5 cycles for 100%. I proposed the idea that I could do it in 4. With a bit of work put in. Turn up the volume a little bit. Excellent. Right, open up the inspector thing and find out what's actually wrong with it. Okay, it seems to just be the... Right, fine. Not an issue. I don't really care. Do 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 do. Right, so we are out on the first day. There's a couple of objectives that we're going to be following. They won't be difficult to do. First cycle's always pretty easy. I'm aiming for a decent chunk of... That dog better leave me alone. There we are. One of our aims in this cycle is to already have 1 extra heart container, which usually isn't possible, but I'm going to make it so. Thank God I didn't accidentally trigger that event. I really don't want to yet. The one thing I'm not counting 100% is maps. I couldn't give less of a toss about maps. It's not helpful. I know my way around these places like the back of my hand. So it's no big. Didn't mean to talk to you. Go away. Those are Tingle's magic words. Don't steal them. Okay. I really don't care. Right, the aim is to max out our rupees at least 3 times here. We end the cycle with an adult wallet and go from there. Come on, hurry up. Obviously, Deku Scrub is locked out of most events here in Clocktown, so... And actually, in this cycle, we're locked out of literally everything. Okay. Zone 1. My aim is to just get better and better at what I'm doing right now. Okay. Excellent. Reason why... there's a couple of reasons why this area is important. Obviously, because... 1, end of the week is a heart piece. And 2, herbal rupees. Wonderful. So, we'll start these lot off. Only 4 left. Do not like bombers. They're dumb kids who just get in the way. Okay. Bloopy seems to be ready to jump off that ledge, so that's always fun. I could have just tried to brute force the code, but to be honest, it's a waste of time. We will find ourselves back in this part of Clocktown very soon. Not just for the Astral Observatory. But because this is our one way out of Clocktown during this cycle, even if there isn't a great deal out there, there is one thing I want. So, I've only in recent years started learning glitches for this game, but like, I'm learning faster than I do for most games, to say the least. Okay. Excellent. Right, I'm going to be pissed off if it's a code that I'd usually guess. It's definitely not. 42153. 42153. Okay. Now I'll give us that. Keep going. Apparently this thing also comes with out-the-box support for the Switch NSO controller. The N64 one, obviously. Oh, hurry up. So yeah, effectively, this isn't a speedrun because there's a lot more room for error. Like, I'm not being timed as such, but I am aiming for speed in a manner of speaking. Right, so Moon's tier. Lovely. Okay. Always going to be really wrong with how I aim that. Right. There's one more thing to do in Clock Town before I need to swing by an external area, so... Night of the first day. In. Pull up my clock. Because I cheat at this every time. Come on, get him. Try. I knew I'd cop that one up. I got distracted. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. There's our first one. And the most important one that I get it when I get it. While we're at it, I may as well get the trade-off done. This game's honestly wild. Right. So, I've only been mashing B. Hmm. Right, the aim is to be back in Clocktown before the dawn of the second day, because I would like to, around midnight in game. Well, between midnight and 6 AM in game. Pop to the stop pot. But for now, so Clocktown's in a, not Clocktown, Terminal Field's in a kind of twilight state where there's just nothing here in this cycle, and I have absolutely no idea why. But that's the way it always is for the first cycle. Right. Cool. Can I get up? One of the things I'm after. Only one other thing I particularly want from here. This grotto. Absolutely no value to us, but oh well. $20. There'll be another grotto in this direction that I can get more rupees out of. For now, I'm going to use a little bit of bonus time to go and fetch a couple more rupees. Nothing we can do about that scrub just yet. It's always nice to have the reminder how much nicer to control this game is than Majora 3D. That took far too many shots. There are actually ways to get back. Like to get across there, but not our problem at the moment. Okay. Ideally we're quick about this, but it doesn't really matter if we're not. We'll be back here on second day anyway. Right. Might actually make this, but I don't know. Not got a lot of time. I actually managed that. That's nothing short of a miracle. Third. Alright. Here we go. The funny thing is, I could have used that thing, that title deed for something else. But all it would have done was make my life a little bit easier. And not even in a particularly substantial way. And it's more of a pain in the arse to do it than the other way of doing what I was thinking of. Right. We need to pop in here. We're close to the wallet anyway, so... But I don't like to just leave it at that. Because, ideally, we have enough rupees to withdraw on next cycle and not have an issue. Because what I was on about with the thing with the deed, and it works with anything that you can stop time by pulling out, is I could have used them on all of these rupees just to skip the actual minigame part of this. Basically to make it a certainty that I'd win. Okay. Let's do it. There we go. Easy enough. Right. Okay, so... 9 AM. Alright. Before I do that, I want to just... Well, before I carry out the next part of this plan. Okay. I want to just max out my rupees right now. Okay, so... I'm almost done with this, alright, with this part of the plan. really didn't mean to do that. Go away, Pierre. Right. I'll pick up the other 3 in a moment. What do you want? To be honest, I shouldn't use this for training, but I'm going to anyway. Because it's me, and I don't ever think things entirely through to their logical conclusion. Right. We need to fly back to Woodfall. Well, not Woodfall, Southern Swamp. $198 in there right now, so we're about to get quite a lot of rupees in one go. Okay. Back walk. Back out of town. Right. This bit is the only bit that really matters outside of town. What day we do it on. Hypothetically, I don't get why there's grass in Termina Field, but nothing else. All the other actors were eliminated. Why wasn't grass? Eh, who cares? Okay. Actually, there is one more thing we need from here before we go. Turn around, Wolfos. Excellent. Like I say, only one thing that I need from here. I could grind it completely. It's an easy thing to grind, but no. I like to stay doing stuff during the cycles. Issue is, most of Clocktown are severely racist to Deku Scrubs, especially this Deku Scrub, apparently. Because apparently this looks like a very young Deku Scrub, which makes sense because Link is young, but also Darmani and Mikau don't look young. So, who knows? The rupee from the hive should have respawned by now. I could get the 5 rupees, but it just does not seem worth the hassle. Because we're actually here for something this way. Over in the woods of Mistra. beginning to wish I'd remembered the code for the bombers. But I do have another side to my rules on what class is as 100%. Technically, I don't count the bomber's notebook. Largely because I keep forgetting to go and get it. And by the time that I remember, it's already like too late to fill it. This is what we're actually after. Hole 50. Right. And by the time we're back in Clocktown, we should already have 200 rupees, which well and truly fills us up. Didn't mean to accidentally get knocked again. Real quick. Nope. 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 Nothing of value anywhere. Okay. Like I say, could grind for rupees here all day long. Grab one last rupee from over there. It's about the only useful thing to do over here. Okay, so into here. I forget about the little sound effects these guys all make, like various people in the world. Right. New heart container, go away tattle. Right, I have it on good authority that treasure chest minigame is useless. Right, so the other way I could handle things is with fourth day glitch, but like I have no idea what that could do to the world, and I'm also just really not very good at it. Right. Didn't think so. Worth a try though. Excellent. This game plays for our next heart piece. Let's get it started. Okay. Now. Okay. Move it. It's another thing that 3D just got super wrong. Only having platforms move when you're on the... Only have the platforms move when you're on them. Stupid design decision. Right. So. That takes care of the mini game. I don't know why I've just gone this way. Brain is just not following today. We finally have what we need. ₹50. Don't got a lot of game, like in-game time until third night, so like I say, it's not exactly the wisest thing in the world to use. Ah, you can get in here, but literally no other thing. Ironically though, that is the only grotto and the only actor that seems to exist on this plane. I just want to have the whole shebang by the time that I'm done. Okay. Nothing in here. No chest on top of there. It's barren except for that one grotto. It's a bit of an enigma. Because it's not even like you can actually summon what's his name. Moneybags to actually do anything in this cycle. Okay, so the left D-pad is reserved for specific items as well. Like, well, it's the 3 transformation masks, the 3 main ones, and the ocarina. Right, don't have a great deal of time, so I better make this next bit quick. Okay. Now we've just got to make our way back to Clock Town. Better hurry it up. What I'll probably do is I'll take mini breaks in between each cycle. I say each cycle. Odds are we're getting as far as seconds, like halfway through second cycle, the way that I usually play. Okay, 10 o'clock. Absolutely nobody left. Except for children. Okay. We've got one more trip to make before we can go up to the tower. To the sea and the sky. How many is in there currently? 497, okay. I am pretty rich. The reason we got to do it like this is because in second cycle, I'm going to need those rupees pretty much immediately. We've got about 5 minutes to get our asses up to the top of that tower, so it doesn't really matter. Get in here. Silver rupee, and that is the last of our rupee collecting for today. Well, for the in-game day, obviously. Although it's the last of our actual grinding for rupees. Can't go yet. Just remembered. Come on. $797. Alright, so easy enough job. The port also comes with auto saving, which I am a purist, so I can't use. Okay. So let's do it. The ocarina is what we have been waiting for. Don't need to say thank you. Okay, so the thing that's going to throw me back for a loop is going to be the fucking Romani Ranch side quest. It's just going to be a complete pain in the ass. Okay, so simple enough. I do love I love that she got a little bit to do here. I really do. I just kind of wish that there was a little... No, I don't wish there was more for her. I wish that we saw more of this era's Zelda than just these two games. Slash technically Melee. What's a little bit of magic? So this is where we need to be really, really, really quick about what we do. Like, this is going to be full on where we're starting to have some issues with how I play. I have to be pretty much pitch perfect with some of this now. Okay. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I haven't... No idea, Tattle. Yeah. Thing is, I'm not cut out for speedruns because I'm too inaccurate. I'm good, but I'm not accurate. It's a vital but subtle difference. And this is where I'm going to leave it for the time being. I will be back very, very shortly. So, go out, tell your friends. You know the drill. As for those of you watching along on YouTube, I'm going to cut the recording here for now. And pick it back up when we start again. See ya.